Hey, what's up? It's me, Awesome Ali.
And I'm Raisa. Welcome back to 90 Days to Becoming an Awesome Person. Today is day 40.
40.
And as we always are going to do, we're going to start off with our quote of the day.
Yes, this is a very exciting day because 5 more till we reach a halfway point of our 90-day journey. Today's quote of the day is by Earl Hubbard. He said, "The greatest mistake you can make in life is continually fearing that you will make one." So I'll say that again. The greatest mistake you can make in life is continually fearing that you will make one. All right, so that's your quote, Ray. So what's your thoughts, comments, perspective?
Well, with this quote here, so it's talking about making mistakes. I think it's just saying, like, if you worry too much, you're going to end up making more mistakes than if you don't worry and you're very calm and you just, take your time at things. Um, but yeah, I think, and it's also just the fear of making mistakes. Just make them, do more failures, make more mistakes, because that's how you learn. Take it all the way from A to B and see how it goes.
Okay, yes, exactly. If you're constantly thinking that you're gonna make a mistake or you're gonna lose something, right, then you're gonna act in a way that you're going to try to keep it or stop yourself from trying to make that mistake. And in doing so, you're not going to be able to give your 100%. And then because you're not giving your 100%, or you're not doing the things that you should have been doing because you have a fear that you might lose it, then you increase your chances of actually losing that thing or fearing that you'll make a mistake because you're acting in the way that will somewhat try to protect it, but at the same time increase its probability of making a mistake, right? And making mistakes aren't necessarily a bad thing. You just got to be able to learn from them is the whole point right there. All right, Ray, so what is our tip for today?
Okay, so our tip for today is take responsibility for your actions. This is very straightforward, but I think we tend to overlook it, even if you do the smallest thing that you don't feel. So I'll go in a more spiritual sense today for responsibility. Even if you feel like you've done something that doesn't align with you, the smallest thing ever, still take responsibility for your actions, because when you can hold your own self accountable and take responsibility of yourself, that means you are disciplining yourself to be better than you already were. And I think when you do that, that's when your actions can align with your purpose. So,
Mm,
yes.
okay. I love that. Take responsibility for your actions in everything you do in life. This is something I'm still working on. This is something my sister's still working on. This is something that we are continuing to improve on, is taking responsibility for our actions, not blaming one another. And it doesn't even have to be in spiritual sense. It's for every single part of your life. Anything that ever happens to you is your fault. Okay, you have to be able to accept that, not putting yourself down because of it, though. You don't want to put yourself in, self-pity. That's not what we're saying here. We're just saying accept it and move on, right? Because if you're constantly pushing the button and pushing it around, right, then it'll never get solved or it never get accepted, right? And in doing so, if it has to do with you, then you have some sort of responsibility that you can take in that. My mentor, James McNeil, I love him. One thing that stuck with me the most that he's ever said is take responsibility for at least 1% of everything that happens to you. Anything that happens to you and it ends up being a problem, take at least 1% of the responsibility, of the ownership, because this will take some weight off your shoulder and make you feel less guilty and more, mature in things, because you now say, you know what, I took this. I said yes. I agree with you. I did do this, or I am aware that, this I did not do, and this in return, this is why it happened, right? You're not taking the 100% responsibility, right? In certain cases, you should, but, in any situation, try to take at least 1%. No matter what it is, 1% you can take responsibility for. All right, Ray, so that is our tip. That is our quote for today. A quick recap. Our quote is, the greatest mistake you can make in life is continually fearing that you will make one. Earl Hubbard. I mean, Earlbert Hubart.
Albert Hubbard.
Thank you. And your tip for today is take responsibilities for your action. All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. This is another this is day 40.
Presented.
Hold on. Wait, this is day 40. And don't forget to grab your free 30-day journal PDF by clicking the link on Instagram in our bio, on Facebook in the description. Take it, download it, print it off if you want. Hit us up if you want a printed one. That's how printed one. And then also take some pictures with it. Tell us how your journey is going. Tell us how you're enjoying it. And also shout out, if you haven't already watched it, please go and watch the interview that we did yesterday with Mr. Doug Collins, a home-based business strategist. It was full of gold, full of knowledge, and full of things that be able to allow you to save an extra $1,000 a month in refunds. So this was presented by APSO. Awesome people.
Shaping our world.
Remember, you are awesome.
And you can make the world a better place.
Bye.